guys, thank you for joining me. I am back today with a craft with me video, and we are gonna make this mini loaded envelope that looks like this. So I used the measurement for a 2.5 by 3.5 card to make the envelope. So let me show you what it looks like. I removed the goodies. The envelope looks like this, and it measures 3.5 by 2.5, but since it's gonna be a loaded envelope, the full measurement is 3.5 by 4.75. So what I used to make this envelope is a piece of paper that measures 4.7/8 by 4.7/8. I'm still using the Sunny Days collection by Maggie Holmes. I used the mini envelope punch board, but for this size you can also use the regular envelope punch board if you have it. I used some mesh ribbon that I got on AliExpress, but I found a few other colors in a local store, so today I'm gonna use the blue one. And I used this trim that I also got on AliExpress. I will link the whole video I made in the description box, and everything that I used I will link in the description box, and some bling from the collection and some bits and pieces that I will show you as we go. So we're gonna start first by we're gonna start with the envelope. So 4.7/8 by 4.7/8. You're gonna grab your envelope punch board, and it says you need to score at 2.75. So here we go. You just need the first measurement. You punch and score, then you line it up. So make sure you line up this piece with the score line. So let me just, there you go. Then you punch and score again, and you do the same with all the corners, with all the sides. So now we're done with the punch board. You can also use it to round your corners, but I don't want to round them this time. So then you're gonna fold on all your score lines. Then before we put the envelope together, we are gonna line the mesh ribbon. So this one is very thick, so I'm gonna start with the bottom. So you just wanna cut the piece a little bit less, then you're gonna cut at your score mark, and you're gonna cut the second piece here the same. You're gonna line it up. You can cut the exact same size as this. There we go. So now you're gonna grab some double-sided tape, and you're gonna cut just small pieces. So this piece will hold the inside, yes, okay. So you're gonna just cut small pieces. You don't want to put too much double-sided tape, because otherwise it's gonna stay sticky. So that's why I used the very thin tape, and I cut just small pieces, and it works. You don't need more because it will stay in place. The double-sided tape works very well. So I'm just gonna put a small piece on the corners here to hold my mesh ribbon. Then you're gonna line it up, and you can just push a little bit with your finger just to remove that that stickiness, but then the ribbon will stay in place. So we're gonna do the same for the flap here, because this is the piece that will show, and then we're gonna assemble the envelope like so. So let me just cut a few more pieces. I'm just gonna cut 3 pieces, 3 very small pieces. So the first one here, then here, and another one here. So I'm gonna line them up. So I just push a couple of times to remove the stickiness, and then I'm gonna cut off the excess. You can round the corners if you'd like, and if you want, you need to do it before you start cutting. I mean, before you start gluing your ribbon. So now we're gonna assemble the envelope, but before we do it, I want to cut this part. So I'm just gonna line up the envelope, put a small mark here, and cut this piece with my scissors. I prefer it like that, but obviously you can do as you wish. Then again, I'm gonna put a very thin strip here, and then I'm gonna add another one, but I'm not going all the way to the top, because when I'm gonna assemble my envelope, if I go all the way, it's gonna be sticky. So I just add another one to secure it, another piece to secure it, but I don't go all the way up. With the first one I can, but for the second one, no, you cut just here. There we go. So now let me just make sure the tape is holding. So now I'm removing the backing, and we are ready to assemble the envelope. It's still sticky, so I went a little bit too much. So the envelope is ready. Now we're gonna put our ribbon. So I don't know which color I will use. I think I want the blue one or the pink one. The blue with the other blue is too much blue. So I'm going with the pink one. I'm gonna measure. So there's a side to this ribbon. This is white and the other side is pink. So this is the side you want to use. and you wanna be, I mean, when you cut it, so I'm just gonna measure first and cut my piece. When you cut it, you wanna cut it like in between two, I don't know how to call it, but you wanna be in the middle. And when you cut your ribbon, you need to act fast. So what I will do is that I'm just gonna add hot glue, just a small dot of hot glue here. I'm gonna glue my first, I'm gonna glue the first side, just like so. And then I'm gonna glue I'm gonna put a small piece of hot glue on the other side. No need to put more. It's enough, just like that, because then we're gonna, because we will also glue our embellishments in the middle, so it looks like this. Now I'm gonna put this strip of gold foil paper. So I bought this die on AliExpress as well. So it's in the same haul as the other, no, not sure it's the same haul, but I will link it anyway. I will link both the videos and the product. So I'm cutting here to size. I'm just gonna round the corners a little bit with the small scissors, just so that it's not that obvious that I cut it. Then I'm gonna add some hot glue, just a little bit here on where I can. Oh, this is too much. So just a little bit of hot glue. You don't have to put it all the way. You can do just like we did with the ribbon. It's perfectly enough. So then you want to push it through. So this is what it looks like. Then I'm gonna assemble my piece. I already chose the bits that I want to use. So this is a washi ephemera. I linked the video down below. I have a tutorial on how to make these washi ephemeras. So I'm just gonna assemble them. I already figured out what I want. I want to put the the beach bag with the seashell and the beach bag die. So first I'm gonna glue, let me just see how I want these. Okay, I want them like this. So I'm gonna start, let me just clean up a little bit here. Okay, so I'm just gonna use some wet glue to glue the glasses. Then I'm gonna use some thin foam tape for the seashell. So this one is thin. I'm gonna use it for the seashell, and for the beach bag I'm gonna use the thicker foam, just to have like variation on the dimensions. So I'm gonna start with the seashell. So I'm gonna start with the bag, then I'm gonna just like so, and I'm gonna glue the seashell underneath, just like that. And I'm gonna add this one right here. Yeah, just with some wet glue because it's very small. So I'm just gonna use wet glue for this one. And then I'm gonna add this tropical leaf behind, again using some wet glue. This leaf is both this one and the one I used here are from the same die set that I also got on AliExpress. I will link I will have the link of my haul down below. And then we're almost done. I'm gonna cut a few pieces of the thick foam tape. So one here and one here. And I'm gonna add some hot glue. Just a dot of hot glue because I have trim and some layering going on, so I always like to add just a small dot of hot glue to make sure it doesn't move. So just like so. The last piece is the little camera. I'm using the thick foam tape for this one. And for this one, I'm not gonna add hot glue because I will stick it directly on the paper. Here we go. And the little blink. I shouldn't have folded here because it's gonna stay open. So I didn't do it for this one. I just folded the parts to assemble the envelope, but I shouldn't have done it. So when you do, don't fold this last piece. And then I'm gonna add a blink. I'm gonna go with this. And that's it. Here's the envelope. Here's the other style. And then you can just stick some these are the some embellishments I made. I do have a tutorial on this one. I have a tutorial on the paper clip as well. This is a ticket embellishment I made. This is a circle cluster I made. So I just packaged them. I mean, just very simply package, a simple package, and then you can stick them here. And the last piece, you can put it here. And there you go. It's a cute mini envelope. It's a nice way to gift a few handmade goodies, and it stays pretty flat. So I think it will work in a flat mail. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As I said, this is your channel, so please, if there's anything you would like me to make, just leave a comment in the below section. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.